This is the Real Faith Podcast, where we talk about a movie clip, a scripture, and make an application. We hope these provide encouragement to you. I'm your host, Chuck Bauer. After a successful church ministry of 28 years, I became a public school teacher, currently teaching high school English. We hope you are blessed by these episodes.
You guys ever go to Sunday school?
Puny God.
I love you.
I know. Welcome back to Real Faith. I really appreciate you listening in. I'm your host, Chuck Bauer, and on this episode, we're going to talk about the 2018 sci-fi adventure Ready Player One. It's directed by Steven Spielberg and based on Ernest Cline's novel. We'll focus on the theme of escapism versus engaging with reality, drawing parallels to Matthew 5:13 through 16. If you've ever felt the pull of scrolling endlessly on your phone or binge watching to avoid life's stresses, this episode is for you. Let's jump in. First, a quick background on the movie. It's set in the year 2045. Ready Player One paints a dystopian future where the world is a mess. It's overcrowded, polluted, economically collapsed. People live in stacked trailer parks called the Stacks, scraping by in poverty. Now, to escape this harsh reality, everyone logs into the Oasis. Oasis is a massive virtual reality universe created by the eccentric genius James Halliday. In the Oasis, you can be anyone. You can do anything. You can race cars, climb mountains. You can live out your wildest dreams. I'll be honest, I really enjoyed this movie. For some reason, I didn't catch it at the theaters, so I've only seen it on a small screen. I can tell you that if our theater shows it as part of a throwback, I'm there. I love all the references to the 80s, including the original home video game systems. It has references spanning the decades, and it has a kickin' soundtrack. The story follows teenager Wade Watts, who goes by his avatar Parzival in the Oasis. When Halliday dies, he leaves behind a digital Easter egg hunt. The winner gets control of the Oasis and his entire fortune. Now, do you know what Easter eggs are? No, of course not what you die at Easter time. These are the secrets hidden originally in video games. But now, of course, they have them in movies, like the Pizza Planet truck that shows up in every Pixar movie. So it's neat secrets that directors and writers put in movies or books that only true diehard fans find. Now, in our movie, Wade teams up with friends like Artemis and H to outrace a greedy corporation called IOI, which wants to monetize and control the virtual world. It's a fun, pop culture-packed thrill ride, but honestly, I think it does a good job in critiquing how we use technology to sometimes hide from real life. Now, at the beginning of the movie, we see Wade in his real-world home, a cramped, run-down trailer in the Stacks. He's surrounded by junk. He's isolated. He's clearly unhappy. But then he puts on his VR headset and gloves, and boom, he's transported to the Oasis. Here he is narrating the beginning, and we get our clip of the week.
These days, reality is a bummer. Everyone's looking for a way to escape. And that's why Halliday, that's why he was such a hero to us. He showed us that we could go somewhere without going anywhere at all. You don't need a destination when you're running on an omnidirectional treadmill with quadraphonic pressure-sensitive underlay. James Halliday saw the future, and then he built it. He gave us a place to go, a place called the Oasis. This is the Oasis. It's a place where the limits of reality are your own imagination. You can do anything. Go anywhere.
Once he puts on the headset, he's Parzival, a cool, confident avatar, zooming through a high-stakes race on a track filled with King Kong, dinosaurs, and exploding cars. The contrast is stark. In reality, Wade's life is stagnant and lonely, but in the virtual world, he's a hero with endless possibilities. Now, this scene sets up the movie's central tension, Wade's journey from hiding in the Oasis, that's the virtual world, to stepping up in the real world. especially when he meets his friends in person and realizes that true connections and change happen outside the simulation. Now that brings us to our scripture, Matthew 5:13 through 16 from the Sermon on the Mount. Let me read it from the NIV. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Jesus is calling his followers to be influencers in the world. Salt that preserves and flavors. Light that illuminates and guides. Salt doesn't work if it's isolated. It has to mix with the food. Light isn't useful if it's covered. It needs to shine openly. This passage challenges us to engage with the brokenness around us, not to retreat from it. So how does this apply to Ready Player One and our lives as Christians? The movie shows escapism as a tempting trap. In 2045, the Oasis is like our modern distractions. Look, I teach high school. I see what kids escape to. Social media, video games, streaming services. When they get older, they're already talking about online gambling and worse. People can try to escape and avoid real problems. Wade starts off escaping his pain, much like we might scroll Instagram to numb anxiety or binge Netflix to dodge tough conversations. But as the story unfolds, Wade learns that real heroism means facing reality, building genuine relationships, fighting injustice, making a difference in the physical world. His decision at the end to shut down the Oasis 2 days a week forces people to log off and reconnect with life. It's called balance, not total avoidance. Tying this to Matthew 5, Jesus doesn't say, hide your light in a virtual world. He says, let your light shine before others. So as Christians, we're called to be salt and light in the real world, to preserve goodness in our communities, illuminate truth in dark places, and glorify God through our actions. Now, I know escapism feels safe, like Wade in the Oasis, but it dilutes our saltiness and dims our light. So think about it. If we're always escaping online or isolating ourselves, how can we encourage a struggling friend or help someone in need or share the news about how the Lord has worked in our lives? The application here is practical. Of course, we need to set boundaries on screen time, like Wade's 2-day rule. Use technology as a tool, not a hideout. Engage reality. I've just spent a week with new freshmen, and I get it. They're scared. They're nervous. That is how we all are with new things. But try to step out of your comfort zone. I tell them, join a club, try a sport, get involved somehow. We need to do the same. In Ready Player One, the true victory isn't winning and finding the Easter egg. It's choosing reality and community. Similarly, our faith calls us to shine in the here and now, pointing others to Christ. So let's do that. Thanks so much for tuning into Real Faith. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this episode of Real Faith, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future episodes. Remember, you can find us at wherever podcasts are found and on scbauer.com. That's scbower.com. There's also contact and bio information on that website. And if you have a question or if I can help you out, please let me know.